Our next speaker represents the faculty of the College of Micronesia itself. It is indeed my pleasure to introduce Miss Susan J. Moses. Originally from the state of Illinois in the United States, Susan holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Liberal Arts Psychology from the University of Illinois and a Master of Arts degree in Special Education from the University of Oregon. Susan first came to Pohnpei in 1972 and has worked with the College of Micronesia, formerly the Community College of Micronesia, for much of her time here. Ms. Moses is former president of the College of Micronesia and currently a professor with the CL Division of Education, where she teaches courses in reading methods, education psychology, evaluation, classroom research, and classroom management. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Susan Moses.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Raymond. The previous speakers have done such a wonderful job in addressing and acknowledging the leaders that are among us today and everyone, that I will just add my acknowledgments to the previous speakers and pay respects to everyone here. And I want to pay a special hello to the PBEC members that are with us. It's a very special time to have you here with us, as well as our folks from the state campuses. As one of the previous speakers was saying, unity is an important function of the College of Micronesia FSM. And every time our state campus folks are with us, or we have a chance to be with them, it helps foster that feeling of unity and that we are indeed one college. When President Daisy asked me to speak today, about 6 weeks ago, he asked if I would be willing to speak today. Of course I was honored, but I also felt a little overwhelmed because he asked me to represent the faculty. And that's actually kind of a difficult thing to do. I could come up here and say what I feel and what I like and what I want to see. But to represent the faculty, I felt like I needed to ask you, what do you think? So I sent out an email to everybody, to all the faculty. Unfortunately, the email to FMI kept bouncing back, I don't know why, but others responded at the various campuses. And so what I've done today doesn't just represent my own viewpoints, my own feelings, but I'm going to weave in comments that I received via email. But I'm not going to tell you who said what. I'm going to let you figure that out for yourself. Okay, so the first part of the presentation today allows me, on behalf of the faculty, to express our gratitude to a number of people. First, I have to say, to my dear friend, President Barbara Bino, and the Accrediting Commission. Thank you for taking a chance on us. In fact, I suspect, thank you for taking more than one chance on us. I would like to assure the Commission that we, the faculty, fully intend to build on the momentum that has been established over these past couple of years. And we fully intend to continue to make this institution one in which the FSM as a nation continues to take pride for the benefit of all those wonderful students that we serve. So, thank you. Next, to the government of the FSM, and we are very fortunate today to have the Speaker of the FSM Congress with us. Thank you for continuing to support this institution as the National College of the FSM. That's a little bit different than saying the only institution, because basically our students do indeed have a choice. They can go other places, but we we are indeed proud to serve as the National College of the FSM. And I was so pleased to hear President Maury's remarks, and I look forward to the speaker's remarks, because we have enjoyed such support from the government of the FSM. Thank you on behalf of the faculty. To our Board of Regents, thank you for the stewardship you have provided to this institution, for the guidance and support that we all need as faculty to carry out our responsibilities. And it has been my observation, as Chairman Rita said, the board has kept its role as one of establishing policy and keeping out of the day-to-day management. I've only observed that from afar. I'm not really as close to things as perhaps I have been in the past. But as faculty, I think that's our shared observation. And on behalf of us and the faculty, we thank you for your stewardship and for your leadership. Now, to President Daisy. I remember the first speech that President Daisy gave to all of us in this very room about a year and a half ago. And he said something to the effect, I have the feeling that you expected me to ride in here on a white horse and fix everything. President Daisy, that's exactly what we expected. Right, everybody? Yeah? Who's here? I hope he can do it for us. Well, he didn't do it for us. He did it with us. And I can assure you that in many ways, from the viewpoint of the faculty, he has indeed met those expectations. But at the same time, rather than taking the credit for it, he's met those expectations while giving us, the faculty, the staff, and the students, and the board, the credit. On behalf of the faculty, please accept our gratitude for the leadership that you have provided for our efforts to strengthen and improve this institution. To Floyd Takayuchi and the Endowment Foundation Board, friends of the FSM, I forgot the exact name, I should have looked at the program. Thank you for accepting the challenge to provide leadership to secure the college's future. Those of us who devoted a lot of time and energy to the very first endowment campaign almost 20 years ago know firsthand that this task is not an easy one. We can tell numerous stories from that time. And I won't take your time today, but if you want to hear any of them, let me know. The most valuable result from the activities of that time was not the money raised, although we did raise a lot of money with the help of so many people. But the most valuable result from those efforts was the support that was generated for the college as a whole. People began to ask, how are we doing? Not how are you doing, but how are we doing? And they started to look to us for training and for other services that we might be able to provide. So, to the Endowment Fundraising Board, friends of the FSM, and Floyd Takayuchi, thank you for your leadership that you are providing to these renewed efforts to secure our future. Now, if you're a student, raise your hand. Wave to me. Students. Okay, I'm going to talk to you now. At the risk of sounding like United Airlines, thank you for choosing to fly with us. Thank you for choosing to study here. We know you had choices. We're happy that you are here. And one of our very new instructors had this perception to share with all of us. Quote, I am impressed by the eagerness of instructors and staff to serve the students. Always for me, students are the center. Further, I am impressed and pleased by the demeanor of the students. They smile gently. Let me see that. They smile gently and listen closely. Repeatedly, they show an almost exaggerated, though sincere, sense of respect. I am pleased to be here, and I am hoping to have a positive impact on my students. End quote. Speaking of smiling, one faculty member who just returned from attending the Great Teachers Seminar in Hawaii suggested that great teachers, let's see if the students agree, great teachers are energetic, flexible, creative, and they smile a lot. Do your instructors smile a lot? Yes? Oh, they're going, okay, we have work to do. We have work to do. Okay, one faculty member encouraged all of us, the faculty and students, to work hard so that together we can help you reach your goals. But my favorite quote is the next one from another faculty member, specifically addressing our students. This is a message to you. Now, when I stress a word, that means she bolded it in her email message, okay? When teachers tell you to read more, write more, do more, and be more, we are not being mean. Well, wait, I need your help on that. Students, help me with that. We're going to say that again. When teachers tell you to read more, okay, write more, do more, and be more, we are not being mean. Okay? We push you hard because we know that you will go far. End of quote. Please keep that in mind. We're not as mean as you think. Okay, now I'd like to focus specifically on the faculty. One faculty member summed up her feeling about the college this way. She said when she first came here, she took a job at the college for something to do. And she worked with good people who thanked her for, in quotes, helping. Now, 5 years later, she gets professional satisfaction from her job. She and her colleagues worked together, and she said that her professional respect for the college and herself has grown in the process. As we all know, in the last couple of years, there's been a renewed effort to provide faculty with more of a voice in the policies that drive this college. We do this primarily through our service on the various committees that have been reconstituted. However, in a message, a longtime faculty member reminded me that the work of the faculty has always been important, and that we always did more than teach. In fact, it was faculty who were instrumental in the formation of this college. It was faculty who worked hard to prove that we were worthy of becoming the National College of the FSM and support a new nation. He reminded me that the first committee of this institution, the Personnel Committee, grew out of the Staff Senate, now the Faculty Staff Senate, at the urging of the faculty. That was back in the days before we even had a formal committee structure. So faculty, let us build on the legacy that has been provided in the last 20 years. Let's continue to do our part. Attend those meetings. Go to those ad hoc committee meetings. Go to those seminars. Whatever we are asked to do, let's not look at it as an additional responsibility to teaching, but that it is an integral part of being a faculty member at this institution. And one more thing. Let's continue to look back at the history of this unique institution. The college was recently recognized for the work done on student learning outcomes in our course outlines and the accompanying assessment strategies and procedures that we put in place. Yes, I too feel that we have accomplished a lot in a short period of time. However, another longtime faculty member, and I'll let you figure out who that is, reminded me that the college's work on establishing SLOs and assessment is deeply rooted in our history. He said he was impressed when he first came to the college. The new VPIA, Vice President for Instructional Affairs, Spencer James, instructed him to use student learning outcomes as he wrote course outlines. I can even go one further than that, and please don't try to figure out how old I am, please. But when I first came to CCM at that time, in 1972, okay, on my fingers, she must be 93. When I first came in 1972, the year before that, a professor from the University of Oregon had conducted a workshop for all the faculty on behavioral objectives. They were new at that time. They were controversial at that time. That professor happened to be my academic advisor. In 1971, she conducted a workshop on how to write measurable, observable behavioral objectives in your curriculum. Behavioral objectives, instructional objectives, student learning outcomes, I don't see much difference. We have a deeply rooted history of making sure that we can demonstrate that our students have learned something and assessing what they have learned. So I encourage all of us to keep this historical dedication to student learning outcomes and assessment in our minds as we continually refine and improve our curriculum development, our delivery of our instruction, and the assessment of everything that we do. So in summary, are you waiting for that word in summary? In conclusion? Yeah, that's a good sign, right? So in summary, we the faculty are grateful to President Vino and the ACCJC, to our Board of Regents, to the FSM government, to our President, and to our Endowment Foundation Board. We encourage our students to work in partnership with us, the faculty, so that we all do more so you can go far. Let's build on the rich history of faculty involvement in our committee work and our work with student learning outcomes and assessment. And finally, let's continually remind ourselves that we are indeed a unique institution with a very important mission to fulfill for the sake of our students and the nation of the Federated States of Micronesia. So, to all of us at COM FSM, happy belated 20th birthday. Thank you.